everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thanks for watching my tutorial today. This is number 3 of my greeting card fortnight. So every other day for a fortnight I will be showing you a different greeting card, but ones with a mechanism, so something with a bit more of a wow factor than just a standard open and close card. So for those of you who've been watching, this is number 3, as I just said, and this is the really nice slide and stand card. So I've already made some nice, just plain envelopes. I've got 2 different sizes. It's this larger one that I'm going to be showing you today. So it's presented like that, and then all you do is push it down and it stands up. And it's a really, it's quick as well. So you could really like churn these out of an afternoon. So there you have it there, and then you've got your back to write the sentiment on. I haven't done this yet, because what I will do when I do go to write who I'm going to give it to, I will put that on a separate piece of paper or very thin card and then mount that on the back so it doesn't affect the sliding, and then it just comes back up again, folds flat, and you can pop it in the envelope. So this is this one, and this is the just under 6x6. It's a 6x6 envelope, and then this one here is a slightly smaller one. Again, really cute, and you just push it down and then it stands all up on its own. So these are beautiful cards, really nice, fun cards. My papers I've used, these sentiments came on a big 12x12 sheet, and I cut them all down, and that was by Pebbles Ink. And I've had them for quite a while, and I've never really used them. They're obviously for scrapbooking, memory building, things like that. But they were perfect for this style card, because you have to keep this bit very flush and flat in order for it to slide, obviously, up and down in the little slit there that's been made. So with that in mind, I don't have a lot of stickers and things like that. A lot of my things are dimensional and 3D. So I had to have a route around, and I found these, and they're just really nice sentiments. So the why hello is just a nice little card to just send, you know, just to say check in, see how they are. And then this one here was it's the little things that count, so I just thought it's quite nice for a thank you card. And the one that I'll be doing today is, I'll show you that in a second, but I think is another thank you card. You can really go to town on these bottom pieces, so if you want to do embellishments and any 3D kind of die cutting, stuff like that, you can do on here. But my papers are from Craft Asylum, and they're really fun, and I just think the papers do all the talking and that sentiment. So mine are very minimal, but I think they really stand out and actually look quite wow. So I'm really pleased with these. So let's crack on and make them. So again, really simple, just fold flat there and then sit nicely in their envelopes. The envelopes, this one is the, like I said, the 6x6. I'll put a little note up now on the video to let you know what I scored on the envelope punch board, and then that's the other one there. Okay, so let's crack on and make these ones. So today, bring this one round, check I'm all in view. Yep. So these are the papers. This is the Craft Asylum papers. So there's 2 different packs here. This is a Into the Woods at the back here with a fox and everything, and the front one, I can't remember the name of this front one, it's nearly all gone. That's the one I used for the 2 cards, but you can see there, really good quality, 6x6, all double-sided as well. So some really pretty things there. So that's those ones, and that is the rest of that 12x12 sheet of these lovely little sentiments from Pebbles Ink that I just cut down. Make every day count, take me to the beach, shine bright, that's a nice good luck, I thought, sentiment. Live what you love, you are my heart, take me to the, I've said that one already, there's loads. So this is a big 12x12 sheet. So that is those, and then what I'm using today is Kindness is Always Beautiful. Yeah, so I thought that was a nice thank you card. So you are going to need, for the main base of the card, you need a piece of 11 by 5 3/4 inch cardstock. You then need, for your actual panel, your main panel, this measures at 5 7/8 of an inch by 4 5/8 of an inch. And then you need a mounted piece to go on top, which is 4 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/4. Then I've got my sentiments, so obviously if you've got any nice flat stamps, stamps, sorry, stickers, then that's what you'll need. But you can stamp it obviously as well if you've got just plain white paper and you want to stamp and colour it in with your pens and stuff. That will look lovely as well. And then all the little bits just to decorate. So these are, put it back in there, take it back out. So these are for here. So you decorate the bottom as well, because obviously when it comes out in the card it's like that, and if that's plain it just looked a little bit, you know, incomplete. So I know you don't see that, but it's more for the purposes of when it's presented to the person that you're giving it to. So you need 4 pieces, and these ones for the card we're making a 1.5 by 6, so 4 pieces of those. And then little thin pieces here, you just need 2, and again this is a 5.5 by, I think, move that out of the way, 3/4, yeah, 3/4. What did I say that was? 6, no, I think I've got to cut that down. Yeah, they should be 5.5. I don't know why I've not cut these down yet. So these ones here, sorry, that I said were 1.5 by 6, it's 1.5 by 5.5. So they need to be the same as that, of course, yeah. Okay, so you just need to cut those down, and I'll do that in a bit. Okay, so going back to your main base card. So first of all, along the 11-inch side, you are going to score at 1 inch, 2 3/4 inch, 3 3/4 inch, 5.5 inches, 7 1/4 inches, 8 1/4 inches, 10 inches, and that's it. Okay. Now what you want to do is grab yourself a ruler, and you need a cutting knife, and you want to just put a little mark. I'll just grab my pencil. Your central 5.5 inch score line. Okay, so with that score line, just rotate it, and you just want to put a mark at 1/2 inch in. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little pencil mark, very faint there, at 1/2 inch, and then you want to do 1/2 inch from the other end there, and just put a little, again, a little score line. Okay. Now you can either score it on your scoreboard or score it on your score mat. If you score on your score mat, then use a ruler. I'm going to score it on the scoreboard because I can use the groove as the ruler. And basically I'm just going to rotate it around here so I can get a better angle. And you're going to cut from that pencil dot down to the other pencil dot. But what I found is in a lot of videos they just cut it and that's it. But if you try and cut as close to one side of the score line and then as close to the other side of the score line, so you're cutting a bit out, you're cutting this, you know, this it's like 1/8 of an inch, you're actually going to cut it out. And it just means that you can afford to, obviously, when you're layering up, you know, I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of card there. That wouldn't just go through one cut, it would catch and stuff. So if you actually just cut it out slightly, you'll get a much better kind of nice free-flowing mechanism, and you're able to obviously put a bit more on it. So I'll just show you what I mean. So I'm just hogging the kind of side of the score line that's closest to me, like so. And then if I just turn the scoreboard round, and then I'll just hog the kind of other side. Oh, I've gone a little bit off there. Let me just go back around this way just to kind of finish that off. There we go. You can see there that bit that I've kind of pulled out, and that last piece I'll take off the scoreboard and do it on my mat. But you can see there, it doesn't matter if it's not completely straight, you're not going to see any of that, but it just means that you get a much nicer, like I said, slide. So I'm just going to probably see my head now in the video. Let's tidy that piece up. There you go. Okay, so that's roughly what you want. So as straight as possible. Don't worry if you have gone a little bit wonky like myself. You're not going to see it, but it does just mean that it's going to flow much nicer. So what you need now is get rid of all my bits, try and keep everything tidy. Right, so we're going to burnish out all of these score lines, and then we can decorate. It's much easier to decorate it when it's all lying flat. Watched a lot of videos and they were doing them when it was already put together, and it, you know, it was okay, but I just find with any of these things, if you can decorate first while it's all flat, then that's obviously the best deal. Right, I need to just go and cut these, so I'm going to quickly just cut them all down to 5.5. Okay, so I've cut them all down. So basically what you're going to do is you'll add your bigger pieces into these sections here, and then the thin ones will go in between, like so. These ones at the very, very bottom, you're not going to see because they're going to be stuck right up inside, so you don't need to worry about them. So if you want to go ahead and stick all of your pieces down. Okay, so that is everything now all stuck down. So what you next want to do is you want to put some double-sided tear tape on both ends. So right up to the edge. Ooh, gosh. Right up to the edge there, just put a strip. Then grab your panel and we can get this all nicely dressed up. So I've already popped some tape onto the back of this one. I'll just give myself a little border and stuff at the top, and then it will just line up at the bottom, because this is the bit you're not going to see. Okay, and then I've got this nice little sentiment. I'm going to get some more of these actually, because like I said, I don't really do scrapbooking, memory keeping and stuff. I mean, I have done albums, but it's not been something I've really kind of got into, but I think I might now. I think I'm kind of getting it a bit more. Okay, and then this one here, I'm just going to eyeball that one like so. So there you go. Now if you did want to do, you know who you're giving it to straight away, then you might want to put another nice little mount on the back here, and then write your message and stamp happy birthday, good luck, all those kind of things. Do that now while it's flat. If you don't, then you can add the separate mount afterwards. It's not a problem, but you won't be able to just write directly onto this. So what I'd say is just leave the mount and the stamping and stuff until you're 100% sure who you want to give it to, just so it's easier. Okay, so next just pop it in wherever it's going to be, whichever way it's going to face. Turn it over, and you want to pull it down so it's lined up with this bottom score line here. Okay. Fold that last piece up, sorry, and then line it up to that bottom score line. Okay. You need to take that tape off and then line it, bring it down, keep it all nice and straight, and you want it to lie completely flat, that bottom line, like so. Okay, and take the tape off of this other end, keep it folded down, fold the whole thing over with it all nicely lying flat, and it will just naturally all fall into place. Okay, and then all you need to do is push it down, and there you have it. A really nice box. So what you can do is just kind of push, like flatten it, get all your score lines kind of in place. There you go. All together. So it's, like I said, it's really quick. Get all your prep done, get all your panels done, all of these bits and pieces, and kind of have a bit of a conveyor system, and you can do so many of these, and I think they are lovely. Really, really pretty cards. So I will put the measurements on my blog for the smaller one as well, in case any of you are interested in that one, and I'll put the I'll remember to put up those score lines on my envelope punch board. But there you have it, the slide and stand card. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hit the like button if you did, and subscribe to the channel to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye.